Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do another reaction video because I've been watching Home Cinema Enthusiast for a while. He's a long time follower of my channel. I always comment with him if he's on my videos, or I go to his channel and comment on his. But he's a fan of the channel and I am a fan of his channel. So I'm going to real recognize a real, you know? Physical media collectors recognize each other. And I have an audience that has a few more subscribers than him, so I'm obviously going to give him a shout out, try to get some of my subscribers over there to him. He does consistent videos. He does pretty decent quality across all these videos. This is not sponsored or anything, by the way. I'm just giving a shout out because I know he's a fan of the channel and I'm a fan of his channel. So he had a good point on this video.
Looking for use for those.
So I have watched this video before. I've commented on it a couple of weeks ago. Let's see if my comment's still at the top here. So whatever it is, absolute great use for scrap cases. Because a lot of you know I've been folding down cases, taking them out and putting them in sleeves. A lot of you know I've been doing this with a lot of my collection. I've been doing a lot of sleeving with my collection where I take them, put them in sleeves. I keep everything, but it's all in the sleeves. And so this is actually a great use. I was watching his video on this and I was like, you know what? That's an excellent use. I'm not going to do it personally, but I know it's great for people who look at my channel to know that this is one use for those plastic cases that you don't want anymore. This is one great use for them. So yeah, I've been on his channel already, as you know. And let's watch what he has to say. I'm gonna watch it through. I'm just gonna let it play through because I think I kept stopping Reginald on the last reaction video. But we'll quickly watch this one through.
Cases, then this could be the video for you.
I absolutely love your intros, by the way, as well. Look at this.
Don't forget everything keys to the video today. There are links in the description.
I just want to hear that one more time. Can I just play that back one more time? What a
Cases, then this could be the video for you.
Rollo. I absolutely love that beat.
Don't forget everything keys to the video today. There are links in the description below for the best place to get those home cinema products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Hi movie fans, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at eco cases. We all know they're rubbish. We have to replace them, but there is a use for them. Whether you're struggling for space, you can reuse parts of these in your other cases. So let's jump in and see what we're going to do. Right, so recently I bought Lawrence of Arabia. Now this is a 4K disc set. They are stacked on top of each.
That's in the Columbia Classics as well. I've got Lawrence of Arabia, so it is in my collection. It's just in the 4K Columbia Classics all the way at the top.
Which I'm not a fan of that. I'm just not a big fan of these. I wanted to split it because I'm not a fan of discs stacked on top of each other. What I've got is a 3-disc here. So you've got 1 there, 2, 3 there. Hold
on, what does mine look like? You're gonna see, can I tilt this up? I'm just gonna open OBM for a second so I can see the framing. Give me 2 seconds. If I tilt that up, I just want to see what's in mine up the top. And you're going to see a lot of shadows here for a second. But where is Lawrence of Arabia? I know it's here somewhere. I don't want to bring everything down with it. So how do I do this without everything falling? Let's just grab the ring down for a second. Is this the one with Lawrence of Arabia? It is the one with Lawrence of Arabia. So I'm just going to get Ash down for a second. And yeah, let's have a look at this. I want to see if mine's the exact same as this, or if this is the individual that... yeah, let's have a look. Lawrence of Arabia is in this case here. So can I get Columbia Classics out? Yikes. I hate how you got to get Columbia Classics out. It's so fidgety. So Lawrence of Arabia, this is what mine looks like in the Columbia Classics. So in Columbia Classics, it already has a disc tray. So it's got it like multiple. That's what it looks like in the Columbia Classics. So it's a bit different to the individual release, if that's what you're interested in. But yeah, Columbia Classics, I think I got this from I got this imported from like France or something. This is the French one, and this is box number 1. Very expensive for that one now. I think that's went up hugely in value, but yeah, let's put that back up there. But yeah, very, I haven't seen the movie. I've never watched Lawrence of Arabia all the way through. I've seen parts of it, but I've never actually sat down and watched it from beginning to end. Let's come back and I'll continue on with this video. As you see at the top of my head, I might just do it like that, but we don't know. We'll do it like here, and then how do I get in the center here? I think we've moved the camera around a bit. There we go. Now we're looking. That's how we're looking, because you can see Geraldo there now. Oh, I'm in the wrong plane.
And then obviously there's no space for the 4th disc. So this is where the eco cases come in handy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer my discs over. So what I'll transfer over first, the special features.
Oof, I hate when DVD and Blu-ray distributors do this. They stack discs on top of each other. Because what happens is when you stack them on top of each other, this is just Pirates of Silicon Valley, one will keep spinning on top while the other just sits dormant on the bottom, and sometimes you can have scratched discs that way. It's just terrible. I've had discs scratched by DVD production companies doing this. They need to stop doing this.
Just clip in there, goes on there. Then I'll transfer the 4K disc part 1 and then the 4K part 2, which is going to go on the back. Okay, now you're probably wondering, well, where are you going to put the fourth? This is where the eco ones come in handy. So the very fourth place we can put it is here. So hopefully this other disc will fit here without interfering with the discs that are inside. I'll transfer the artwork as well. So our artwork will just come out. You can do this with any set of 4K discs, Blu-rays, exactly the same. I have done it before as well, and it's also handy with steelbooks as well. If you've got a steelbook and you want a space for a second disc in there, then you can do this with a steelbook. So now I've transferred that, we still need a space for this. I'll use this for like a 2-disc set, so it's still, the case isn't going to waste. I'll use it for when I've got cases that are broken and I just need 2 discs. But for the
that's a smart use for 4K collectors. So especially with 4K, it's not as readily available as Blu-ray or DVD cases. With Blu-ray and DVD cases, you can get those dollars on, like, cents on the dollar, you know? Whereas 4K is a bit more expensive because these cases, a lot of people don't take their 4Ks out to put in binders and stuff like that. So they're a lot harder to come by cases. So always keep your spare cases, even if they're ruined or broken, try to keep them if you can, because there will always be a use for them at some point.
I'm going to stick it there. Right, so with that eco case, all I'm going to do is just take this apart. So you can leave this on if you want. I'll just cut it so it's out the way. So the main part we want is that storage. I'm just going to cut that off. You probably could reuse these if you've got any damaged ones. Okay, I don't want that. What I want is this part here. So
even with the sleeve, you could also reuse the sleeve if you needed the plastic, for if you needed to make, I don't know, some sort of cover or something, perhaps. There's always a use for some of these. You can melt them and stick them together or something, maybe glue gun them together, but
to do is
there's always
cut
a use
down
for
there.
every part of the case.
Okay, do it on a chopping board, and then I'm going to cut this out here. Centerpiece out, like so. Even broken cases, I just like to cut these out as spares and use them for any 4 discs as well. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to stick this in there, so that then should not affect that closing in any way, which
Wonderful.
It doesn't.
That is a good idea. Now, for me, I also have another method of doing this, but this is a good use for an old case. I also take like my old Blu-ray copies, or used to, and put them inside in paper envelopes. And what you can also do with that is, if you have the artwork, I don't have the artwork for that one, that's obviously from my old collection, but if you had artwork for the Blu-ray, you could merge them down into one case, because sometimes they don't put the Blu-ray and 4K in the same case anymore. You get one disc, but this, you know, you could put 2 in one and have a 2-in-1, I guess. I think I might have done it with one of the Jurassic Parks, but let's just have a look. I'll see if I did it that way with Jurassic Park. I may have did it with Jurassic Park at some point. No, I didn't. I thought I did. I thought I did, but I didn't. Now I'm angry.
Okay, it's not affecting the hinge. You've got the square section there. So all you're doing basically is going to slot that back down there.
It was the last word I did it with. So it's obviously there, the disc, and I've got the Blu-ray cover right behind it. So you're not really losing anything. And then, you know, it's all in one. Boom. Just like that. And you can line them up a bit neater than I do. I try to line them up very neat. And you would never know the Blu-ray cover's under there. You would never know. But there, it's in envelope and it closes really well. So yeah.
So what we need for this now is a hot glue gun. So we're going to grab our hot glue gun, got our case there. Right, so what this does, this saves you fumbling. If you want to just use a little nib, you can, but then you've sort of got to find the centre of this. What I like to do, this gives me a perfect position, because we've kept them flat bits on the side. We can keep it against this edge and just centralise that in between the hinges there. So with our hot glue gun, all we're going to do is put a few spots of glue. You can either put them here.
Now, he's making up for long-term storage, so this is actually a good method. I'm not the biggest fan of a glue gun. I don't like hot glue going against the back of a disc. What you could also do in this scenario is you use double-sided tape. Double-sided tape will do the same thing, and it'll create a bit of a lift. If you get real thin one, you can eliminate the lift. But I would prefer it to be... I probably wouldn't use hot glue gun, but obviously Home Cinema Enthusiast, he's building his to his preference, and that's the thing. If you're happy with it, then there's no right or wrong in collecting. There is no right or wrong way to collect and how to arrange your collection. There is no right or wrong way. People don't like my envelope sort of thing in cases. People don't like that. That's my preference though. People don't like the sleeve cover for the Blu-rays. Everyone has a preference, and if it works for them, it works for how their collection is organized, because your collection is an extension of yourself. But I do like that he's reusing the cases. I like this.
What I like to do is put a bit there.
I like how he's reusing everything here. I like this.
Okay, but it gives you plenty of places to stick it, so it's not going to come loose. Okay. And then that, if you're quick, you can stick it in our case. So grab that over, centralise that.
I mean, look, the webbing will peel off. It will easily come off very easily. But also, I would use, if I was going to do this, I would use double-sided tape, just because I would like the option later on without damaging the case. If I wanted to remove it, then I have the option to take it out and then also use isopropyl rubbing alcohol and get that off. And if I wanted to, whereas this might be a bit harder, but this is long-term storage and it's his collection. So I understand that, you know, recycling here, this is obviously a very good use.
Going about there. And then just leave that to set. So it should only take a couple of seconds. Any excess glue you can just pull out.
Yep,
just make sure you remove any of that excess glue. Okay, so that's now nice and secure. It's not going to move. So I'll clean that with some isopropyl first, and then I'll put my Blu-ray in. Okay, then we grab Lawrence of Arabia and pop that in there. And now we've got a 3-disc holder that now is a 4-disc holder. You can still slot those out. So you just press the button, slot it out, comes out with these.
Very nice.
And that's going to hold it like so. And it shuts perfectly, not coming loose.
Hey,
there we go, job's a good one. And then our old case will come in handy.
Look at you, mate, you're hacking the system right here. This is I feel like I'm seeing something I shouldn't be seeing. This is like the Ark of the Covenant in Indiana Jones, you know. This is something we're not supposed to know. This is forbidden knowledge. But wow, this is actually really good though. Like, great use for old cases, great use.
For another Amazon casualty. So Amazon delivered this one smashed.
Look at that bottom. Yeah, get it into a no case. And this is what I mean. If there's something you have doubles of, try not to discard it, because you never know when you're going to need that case.
And there we go. So I've got another new 4K case for my Venom.
But only with 4K, you can pretty easily get Blu-ray cases and DVD cases. They're readily accessible, whereas 4K is not so much. And
my Lawrence of Arabia is a 4K now, as opposed to a stacker. Don't forget, every keys to the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those home cinema products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. As you can see, we've got a better use for these rather than going in the trash. If you've got any broken case, you should also cut these out to reuse in your steelbooks or 4Ks or Blu-rays. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Keep supporting Physical Media, and I'll catch you next one.
Great video as always. And obviously I'm going to give him a shout out. Obviously he's got stuff in the description here where, yep, he's got his stuff down here. And also, let's check out the channel, because I like to, if I'm going to do a reaction to someone, I'm going to give him a shout out. I've been subscribed for a while. He's got a whole community. I don't have a community. He's getting ahead of me right here. But yeah, 1.47 K subscribers. Can we get him to 1.5 subscribers by the end of the week? Do you reckon? Fans of mine, go and subscribe to him. I'll link one of his end screens in the title, in the end of it, and yeah. Go and give him a follow. He's a long-time follower of the channel, and I watch his videos as well. I very actively watch his videos, and yeah. I mean, you can see, yeah, I interact with his channel quite a lot. Members only. You've got a members only section. I'm learning stuff from you here, mate. You've got members only right here. Why don't I have a members only page? I need to create a members only page. I'm missing out right here. Nah, I'll leave that. You're good, mate. I think you're... I'm not... I would do it when I get to like 50. People can... My super chats are on though, so if you want to leave me super chats, you're fine. And here's my subscriptions over here. I've got a bunch of subscriptions. Tyro Magnus, How to Basic. Yeah, if you ever need to know who I'm subscribed to, there you are. Yay. I don't know why I'm subscribed to Topherfield, but he does some good videos about politics, I guess. Yeah. Oh, and you can't see anything because my OPM's in the way. Let's move me all the way over here. Yay! I'll do like, is he going to touch the edge of the screen? Is he going to touch it? Boom! And then it bounces over there. Boom! Boom! And it's going for the corner. Will it make the corner? Will it make the corner? Will it make the corner? Boom! It made the corner. Yeah. Let me know what you think, guys. I've been playing around with the camera, and yeah, Geraldo's here too, and yeah, let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll put an end screen to his video so you can go and watch it, and yeah, go and watch his channel, go and subscribe to Home Cinema Enthusiast, fan of the channel, and yeah, let me know what you think, and catch you in the next one. Subscribe, hype the channel, do whatever you need to do, send me a super chat, I don't know, whatever you think you need to do, you need to do, I don't know. Geraldo's here, look at Geraldo. Part of Silicon Valley.